Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. In this video, I'll be showing you how to assemble the Aivituvin Air23 RDS. It features two nesting boxes for laying or hatching eggs, a pull-out tray for easy cleaning, a perch for roosting or standing, and a ramp that provides easy access to the living room, and a large outdoor run area which allows your chickens to freely roam and play. Plus, it has wheels so you can easily move it around different areas in your yard. It accommodates up to 4 chickens, and you can also use this for other small animals such as rabbits or ducks. So if you're interested in purchasing this chicken coop or already have it and want a little bit of help with the directions, stay with me and I'll guide you through each step. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. Everything seems well packaged, and right away I can smell cedar, which is my favorite. And I love the color red, look at that. Each part is marked on the underside. This happens to be part Y. You're probably going to need 2 drills, maybe an impact driver if you prefer that. I like a drill because you can really control the speed. Sometimes this wood is fragile and you don't want to overdo it, so I like a drill because I feel like I have more control. I can listen to how this is sounding when I'm sinking the screw, but that is totally up to you. Also, for the catios I assembled before, I pre-drilled the holes. Make sure you use a drill bit that is slightly smaller than the width of your screw. So I'm going to take all of these parts out, lay it in alphabetical order, and then I'm going to show you step by step how it goes together. Okay, so I have all of the pieces laid out on the ground, and I wanted to film out here, but it's just too windy. I laid everything A, B, C, D, E, and so on, but I noticed there are some parts that are missing according to their letter, but maybe they're the wheels. Also, I have a part that I don't know what this is. I don't see where it's marked anywhere. So this is kind of a mystery piece. I'm going to lay it down here. But you'll see it goes from QRS, TU. I don't know where they are. Then there's V. And you'll have a couple that are, where is it? Like that's M1 and M2. I don't know why they didn't just make it JKLMN. That's N. But anyway, you might have a couple pieces. There were a couple pieces that were like that, where there was a 1 and a 2 for the same letter. And then this one was really hard to read, but I've, by process of elimination, have figured out that that is I. Okay? First, after laying everything out where I can plainly see it, we're going to go ahead and begin. Okay, I've solved the mystery. You're going to have a lot of different hardware, and they are marked P1, P2, P3. So those do have their own part number, and a couple pieces over there that I questioned, like W, this is W. All right, first step. You're going to need I1, I2, which are here behind me, panel K, and you're going to need 4 of these P2 screws. I'll attach them in this first segment, and then after that, I'm just going to name the panels, and you're not going to see me attach every single screw because this video would be 10 years long. Okay, so, and somehow I managed to cut myself already. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so here's K, and it looks like this panel faces down towards the ground, and I2. So it appears that there are dowels on here too. So there, and then there's holes on this side, so they correspond. Okay, so there's that, and then this is going to attach like so. And I'm going to soon outgrow this table, but that's how it goes. Okay. Ah! Windy. It's going to be too windy to be out here. Let me see how it does without pre-drilling. I think it'll be okay. If you want, you can pre-drill. So far, that went okay. So that's optional. Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm going to outgrow this table real quick. And then you're going to have to kind of line things up. If you wanted to do clamps, just to make sure that this stays, there is a little wiggle room. So I'm going to secure that and make sure that it doesn't go out of square. Okay, good, good. Okay, now we're going to attach the casters, part U. I might have to go inside. Ah, definitely. Next, take the 2 casters, they're part U, and attach them with 8 P8s. And there's already holes in the bottom. I honestly think it would have been easier to do it to the panel while it was flat and then attach it to the sides, but something to pay attention to. I just noticed that part of this chicken wire is like the little end of it is loose. So that is an area where a predator could possibly push their way in. So while I have this on my table, I'm going to actually anchor that. Where did it go? Oh, right there. Weesh. Did I get it? Yeah, the casters, they're the same either way. So that'll go through. I'm going to lightly anchor one, and then it'll be easier to get the others. One side of is a Phillips head, and then I might go find a wrench, and that way when I tighten it, it's tightening from both sides. Why didn't they have people do this first? And I want to make sure when I tighten these that this is straight. I don't want it cattywampus. Okay, now attach A, B, C, and D with 6 P2 screws. Oh, this is so cute. Look how adorable. A, B. So if you're looking at the front, A is on the front, B, and then C would be on the left, and then D on the right. Okay, and you're going to notice there's a little, something's going to, like a cross piece is going to fit in there, that channel. So that goes towards the bottom. So C goes over like so. Line it up. All right, part D is a little confusing, but you want to make sure that you have this side on the inside because it's going to attach later. There's a bar that goes across that attaches to there. Oh, that's cute. All right, so then with the wheels facing off to the left, we're going to take the Coop and we're going to set it on top of that. And then this body is going to slide all the way down. And we're going to take 4 more P2 screws and attach it. And just make sure everything makes you can get like a, if you wanted to put a straight edge on this, like a square. And the holes are located in the corners here. I would get the corners lined up first before doing the interior ones, because if these are off, then that's, the whole thing's going to be off. And also don't overdo it. Like if I sink that all the way, then it's going to pull this bottom piece in more than this top one. All right, now we're going to find this part, which is labeled L, and that top, you can see it has like a rounded edge, and that's going to go in here. Okay, so this is going to go in here and rest in this channel. I wonder if that's removable. Right? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it just rests in that channel, and I don't think you have to attach it. Yeah, you don't have to attach it. And then the drawer, which is J, just slides in the front here. There's a little lip on the one side. I would imagine this would be on the outside. The one without the lip is most likely going to go in here, so that when you shut it, yeah. So, oh, I didn't see that from that angle. So there are little slots here that you can slide that open and clean the poop. Okay, now look for the sides. They're E and F, and you're going to attach them with the P1 nuts and bolts. And they look like they just go like that. This goes, the bolt goes through that, and then the nut goes on the other side. Attach them. And then once you get them where you want, tighten them. Next is part H with 4 P4 screws. And it does show this part with the latch going on the outside. That's why I don't use an impact. It's just a little easier to control with a drill. Okay. All right. What's next? Now, place G into the nest box. All right, so here is G. Okay, so one side has a bigger notch, and I believe the bigger notch side goes towards the outside. Let's see. Yeah, because it won't fit the other way. All right. Yep, that's how it goes. The bigger notch goes towards the outside. All right, so now we're going to take part R. You'll see it has these hinges on it. We're going to attach it to D using P6 screws. How many of them? We're going to use 4 of these P6 screws. So, just anywhere I want? So when you get to this part, there's a couple things. This side faces out because the chickens will need to walk up that. Now, if you place these hinges too high, the screws will come through the other side and then you can't shut this. So you actually have to put this down a little bit lower. There was already a screw. It's a little bit longer than the ones we're supposed to use for here, which are P6. So I liked the placement. It seemed about pretty even. So I'm actually going to take this long screw out and use this. Okay, now we're going to attach the roof. There's 2 part O's, and we're going to use 8 P4 screws. Okay, this portion of the video is called "My Battery Died on My Phone When I Was Recording and Didn't Know." So rather than taking this apart and pretending that I'm assembling it and trying to recreate that, I'm just going to explain the parts that I missed. And I apologize, but that was a long day and it was a long video. Next, you put the main roof on and you secure the 2 O pieces to the coop using 8 P4 screws. And they basically, I just eyeballed it, made sure they were center, made sure that, they connected. I didn't want to have the screw accidentally pop through there. Okay, then we're going to take this middle part S and attach it with 4 P5 screws. So they basically go in here. And I believe there were little pre-drilled holes. That little ridge vent goes on like that. Okay, so that was S, and then you're going to secure P with 4 P6 screws, okay, here. And I just made sure that I latched this center part before I attached the screws, and they're on hinges. So part of them go in, my camera's not wanting to focus, part of them go into here, and then part of them go onto the actual chicken coop body. Then you attach T to the nesting box using 3 P5 screws, and that's this part here, and it actually goes onto the chicken coop body, and you just screw it in. I don't think that had pre-drilled holes that you line it up with. I just made sure that these ends lined up, and the purpose of this is to see how there's condensation. We had rain. The purpose of that is to keep the water from getting down into the nesting box. You don't want that happening to your chickens while they're trying to produce eggs and raise young. Okay, next you're going to secure M1 and X with 2 P3 screws, and likewise M2 and Y with 2 P3 screws. And those are the side panels like that. And they go on here and here. Okay, now we're going to find part N. Ooh, be careful, this will cut you. And we're going to attach it with 4 P2 screws. Goes on like this. Okay, next. I only see a couple pieces left. Now we're going to attach V to N, which we just put on N, with 4 P9 screws. One thing to note, because my audio cut out, this was contradictory. I believe on the box they showed this part where you lift it here, but then in like an online video they showed this here. So I guess that is really to your preference, wherever you think it's going to be balanced. The main point is to be able to pick it up and to move it. Okay, so you're also going to need to take W and attach it with 2 P10 screws. Hopefully you can see that. That way when you pick this up and move it, this ramp is supported by that. So when you pick it up and move it, it doesn't get broken. All right, so that goes there. Okay, and then this part also didn't get filmed. This is attached to the roof. It's the clear, like plexiglass roof. Q to M1, M2, and N using 4 P2 screws. So that just goes on like this. Okay, goes on like this. There is, hi kitties. There is a side. You're gonna make sure that this faces down. That is so any rain or condensation in the morning can drain down off. So that is just one hint. I believe the other side was not built like that. So that is the definite downside. And I think that is all that got missed on the first filming. For anyone watching and putting this together, I apologize that it's in pieces parts, but it just was a really long build and it took a lot. Even to even put this video together, it's taking a long time, but I do hope it's helpful for you. Okay, we're coming down the home stretch now. We just need to attach these 3 spring latches. They're P7 using 2 P6 screws on each. It just says ensure correct latch orientation. I guess it's just supposed to keep these from swinging out. So it shows, I'll do a close-up. It shows 2 of these going face down like that. And then the one up here goes facing this way, like upside down. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be hard to film this, but you almost need to make sure that this latch doesn't hinder the door from coming open. But the hardware really doesn't fit on the area that they're giving you. I don't like to have the ends overhanging, but it's just how it is. All right, so here we go. What did they say, half an hour to do this? Okay. All right. See how easy that was? It isn't hard to put together, but there's no way you're going to do it in a half an hour. They are on one. All right, here it is. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If you have any other questions on things I didn't cover, please leave them for me in the comments, and I will leave shopping information so you can find this exact model. Also, don't forget to subscribe and look me up on my other social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.